Namdi?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, I'm Tiffany.
Okay, Tiffany. Yes. Well, I can start with you. Then when the others come in, we get because I tend to like to go through everyone's little story and journey. But where were you born and raised, Tiffany?
I was born and raised in Jersey City, New Jersey,
Okay.
and I actually met the girls. I went to college in Boston,
Okay.
Northeastern University. So that's where I met the young ladies, and that was 20 something years ago. And we've been together ever since. Just we're back together now, doing it, trying to go back to full time. So it's been a long journey, but I'm a Jersey girl, and the girls are actually based out of the Boston area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what was that like growing up in New Jersey? And for those of us who, I mean, I went to college in the US when lived in Alabama, then college in Milwaukee, and then worked out in LA. But there's also sometimes a sense for those of us who are not born in, who are not raised in the US, that New Jersey is the little cousin of New York. Is that the case? Or
It is. Well, I'm from North Jersey, so the part of New Jersey that I'm from is maybe 15 minutes outside of Manhattan.
okay,
So growing up, we were in the city, all the time. So basically, like any New York City culture, North Jersey pretty much took that on. So the
okay,
music, the style, everything, we were right there. So basically, it's kind of like being from New York, but we're just across the border.
yeah. It seems as if when they made it, they go to New Jersey because it was a little bit more. You get more for your money, in a sense. I think
You
then,
do.
okay,
You do. Yeah, you do. So you have a lot of people that work in Manhattan, but they live in New Jersey. Definitely a little bit less expensive than to live right in Manhattan.
yeah.
So,
So, I mean, growing up, then, what was your sort of musical influence?
wow. Oh my God. Growing up, I was a huge Michael Jackson fan, like obsessed with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder. I like jazz. I like Phyllis Hyman, Diana Ross. So those are the people that I grew up listening to, Earth, Wind, and Fire. And I actually have a cousin who she was in the music business before I was, and I just idolized her. She actually was from Queens, New York, and she would take me to places with her. And I'll never forget, she had this huge song. She actually is a dance artist. Her name is Joy Cardwell. She had this big song out called Lonely People. Little Lewis in the World, Lonely People. I don't know if you're familiar with that song. Lonely People. It was like a really big house record. So
Lonely
she,
people
yeah,
alone.
she inspired me. So to get out there and do the same thing that she was doing. Hey, Danielle.
Hi,
Tiff, you
Danielle.
look beautiful.
Thank you. You too.
I thought you guys always looked like this. Is that so? Is it just for us today?
Yeah, yeah, it took a little bit. We had to fix ourselves
Yeah,
up a
we,
little
we got
bit.
we got to touch it up a little bit.
Okay,
How are
okay.
you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So, Daniel, my name is Namdi. I'm out here in the UK.
Namdi Danielle. Nice, very nice to meet you. A pleasure.
Nice to meet you. And Tiffany was saying that you are out in the Boston area.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So Tiffany was just going through her inspirations and you and Tiffany just to round it up. You were saying that inspired you to actually think you could. How old were you when you did that? When you
So I was in high school when my cousin got into the music business, and I just kind of got the bug from there. So once I got to college, freshman year, I hooked up with the young ladies, and we, started this group, and that was it. And we were
yeah.
on our way after that.
Okay. Well, yourself, Daniel. Where were you born and raised?
So I was born in Boston. I lived in Boston, Massachusetts, probably until I was about 10. And then I moved to LA.
Oh,
I lived in LA for about California for about 3 years, and then I moved back to Massachusetts, where I grew up, and then where I've been ever since.
okay. That must be a kind of a shock to the system if you leave the East Coast and go to Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
it was definitely a shock.
Well, goodness.
Very different. But I'm happy that I got to experience both because I have a lot of West Coast family that I probably wouldn't have a great relationship with now if I didn't have those 3 years.
And
So
then, and then, like yourself, how did you get sort of inspired to get into music?
honestly, so my mom was very heavy into the 70s when I was growing up. So she loved Earth, Wind, and Fire. She loved Donna Summer, Diana Ross. Diana Ross was like my big, one of my big inspirations on why I wanted to be in the music business. But then once I heard Whitney Houston when I was 13,
Okay.
she was like it for me. Whitney Houston and Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson was more the performance style,
Yeah.
but Whitney Houston was the vocals. So she was where I wanted to be, like powerful, strong, beautiful. She had the total package to me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is because Tiffany said hers was Stevie and Michael, and yours was more so Diana Ross. Did you feel as if that you could do what they were doing, or was it just these were just the
Absolutely.
people?
It was never a doubt in my mind that I couldn't.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was like one of those things that like when you put it into fruition for that's all you think about, eat, sleep, and dream, that it comes to life at some point, you know? And I just feel like that was always my path, that was always my goal. Ever since I was like 12 years old, I started doing talent shows. And that's when I knew, like, okay, I started winning and I was like, okay, maybe I have a little something, but I was very stage shy in the beginning. But I forced
I don't
myself to
believe
get out
that.
of it. I was Tiff. My very first talent show, I did the whole talent show like this, and I just sang. I was frozen. But my mom, like my family, everybody was like, "Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it," and I pushed myself through. So I didn't have that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people can't get through that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was sadly, so I'm a therapist, so treating anxiety and depression and stuff. So it's always interesting when I hear artists talk about overcoming, say, anxiety even at a young age, how
Yeah.
important that is.
Yeah.
I
So
think,
scary. It's just because I was this young girl, 12 years old, and I'm on stage and everybody's just silent. You can hear pin drops. And it's just like everybody's staring at you, waiting to see what comes out of your mouth.
oh my
So I
goodness.
was like, okay, this is it. Showtime. Do or die.
Wow. It looks like we've got Monique that's just joined in.
Hi
Hi.
guys.
Hey.
You can hear me okay? Hi, beautiful ladies. How are you? Thanks for having us. Shush, Peanut. My dog thinks someone's here because I'm saying hi. Stop.
Okay.
It's so crazy. Sorry.
It's funny. It's funny. It's funny.
So how is everybody? Say hi, Peanut. Stop it. You say hi
Good.
to the
Enjoying
people.
the
There's
weather.
nobody at the door. God, please. So crazy. I'll mute myself.
No, no, it's fine. Oh, goodness. I mean, so I mean, I guess for both of you then, when you started to sing, there may be somebody a couple of female artists who were coming out that maybe around the same age that you looked at and thought, hey, I could see myself doing it like them. I know you mentioned Whitney, Michael, and Stevie, but
SWV. Yeah, we loved SWV. They were kind of
And Vogue.
TLC, SWV, in Vogue. That was our era, so they were right before us.
Yeah.
So they
But
definitely were.
growing up, it was Minnie Riperton and Anita Baker and, people like that really made you want to sing like them and emulate their runs and stuff like that. So, I mean, Whitney was a little later for me, but Michael Jackson for sure, definitely.
okay, okay. Well, I can start with get to you, Monique, because I know that Tiffany's from New Jersey, Danielle is from the Boston area. So what about yourself?
I was born in Los Angeles, California, and lived all over Southern Cal. And my mom is from the Massachusetts area, so I bounced back and forth when her and my dad broke up. And I stayed here and finished high school. So I kind of am from both places, I guess. I met a Bostonian and stayed here, and we've been here ever since. And I'm in Rhode Island now, working
Okay.
here and living here since '09.
Okay. What part of Los Angeles?
South Central LA.
Okay.
South Central. But I lived in Pasadena and San Diego too. I lived like in a few places in LA, Carson and Compton and South Central basically. But yeah.
Okay. And then how did you get when did you get the bug to get into singing?
So I didn't always want to be a singer. I think I sang in church in my West Coast family. On my dad's side had a church, a family church. So we all sang in the church. We had no choice. And so because it was kind of forced on you, it wasn't fun. You know what I mean? So I didn't really have fun with it till I met the ladies. Like when we were first meeting, that's when I kind of saw myself as a singer, that I could see myself having a career. But when we were in church, it was torture. I had anxiety singing in front of people. I was shy. I was unsure. So I didn't really spend a lot of time honing my vocals in church. It was just get the song over with and go sit back down so you can get over the anxiety and the fear.
Wow.
So I didn't really get to do that until I was older with these ladies.
Okay. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
And somewhere in between
us, or even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No. Okay.
They don't understand what Jonas' voice meant in all spirits.
Play it.
And all these guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.